Welcome back to the channel, it's Andy. We're back with FM23 and the IFK Goteborg series. There's less than 10 games to go of our Swedish season and we are still top of the table, as you can see, 5 points clear. Today we're taking on Halmstad, who are sitting in mid-table at the moment. We're away from home and hopefully if we can continue our form then we can stay top of the table, maybe win the league in our first season. We'll give it a shot. There's only 9 games to go, so it's doable, but that gap is kind of precarious. As always, if you enjoy the videos, drop a like, leave comments, subscribe if you haven't, or if you're new, turn notifications on. That stuff really helps the channel. Go and check out the second channel down below as well. We're currently playing Dead Space, which just came out last month, the remake. Go and check that out. Let's jump into the video. Let's see how we do against Halmstad. Last episode was a comfortable 3-0 win away from home against Mjölby. Berg getting a couple of goals, Abdullahi scoring as well. Those two have been amongst the goals all season, really. Been playing really well. We did play 7 games off camera. We'll have a look at those in a second. But first of all, we did get a new signing in the summer transfer window, and it's a left back. This is Kanate, who is a Guinean international. He's got 12 caps for the Guinea national team. He's 29 years old. He is homegrown Swedish, so counts towards that. He did start his career in Malmo, but he's played in the USA, he's played in Italy, Norway, he's been in Bulgaria for a few years with Plovdiv, but he's joined us on a free transfer. He's much better than Oscar Wendt, who's going to be leaving at the end of the season. He's probably about the same level as Trons and maybe a bit more athletic. 14 pace, 15 acceleration for this level. I think it's pretty good. So yeah, I'm happy that we've got him in. £3,200 a week is one of our highest earners, but he's a good left back. So yeah, good to get him in. We've also sent some players out on loan for the rest of the season, and we did get a few more sort of trial players in, trying to look at some other free agents, including Jeremy Mene. If you don't remember him, he's like a central attacking midfielder, he's 36 years old. But we're just looking at some other sort of other players in other areas. But Kanate is the only player that we signed in the summer transfer window. I don't think we needed much more than that, and with Oscar Wendt on his way out, it makes sense to get a left back in. So Kanate is in on a 2-year deal. So 7 games off camera. First up was an away game against Sirius, which we won 2-1. It was an early goal for who else but Marcus Berg. Inside 6 minutes, this goal gives us the lead. Sirius did equalise in the 15th minute through Christian Kouakou, Persson getting the assist, and then Marcus Berg did score a penalty in the second half to give us the 2-1 win. Then we had a really tough game as we hosted Malmo, our closest rivals in the league, and this was a very, very tight game. This ended 2 goals apiece, and once again inside 6 minutes we opened the score in Marcus Berg setting up Emma Markovic, 1-0 in 6 minutes. But Malmo equalised not long after, 23 minutes. Kisitilin's shot deflected, it fell to Ali. Dahlberg not doing too well in goal. It was an equaliser for the visitors. We retook the lead early in the second half, Marcus Berg scoring once again, and it was a Ricardo Quaresma getting the assist, which is good. Berg makes it 2-1 in 52 minutes. But Malmo equalised with less than 15 minutes to go from the set piece. Lasse Nielsen scored it, and it ended 2-2. Avoiding defeat, but yeah, dropping points. Then for the first time in the league, we failed to score a goal. We drew a blank. Against Degerfors away from home, 0-0 draw. It's the first time in the league season that we've actually not managed to score in a game. And we maybe should have done 5 shots on target, but unfortunately just could not find the goal. We followed that up with a 1-0 win against bottom club Varbergs. Norling setting up Markovic with the only goal in the game. Could have got more goals in this one, but 3 points in the bag once again. And then we suffered just our second league defeat of the season away against Djurgårdens. Tronsen getting it all mixed up at the back there, unfortunate. Edvardsen scores with just 3 minutes on the clock. And then he doubled their lead after 15 minutes. It ended 2-0. Yeah, not a great performance there by us, and again just all over the place defensively there, a few mistakes in there. Didn't help our case that just before half time Abdullahi got sent off for that, absolutely going through Anderson. Straight red card for him, down to 10 men, and we just never got back into the game. So yeah, a rare defeat, only our 3rd competitive defeat this season, and once again failing to score a goal. We did bounce back though with a 2-0 win at home against Brommapojkarna. An early penalty once again for Marcus Berg. Was followed by a red card for Brommapojkarna. And then we doubled the lead just before half-time. Berg setting up Emma Markovic, his shot deflected. 2-0 win against Brommapojkarna put us back on track after defeat to Djurgårdens. And then that was followed by a 3-0 win in the Cup against Ängelholm, who are in the 3rd tier in Sweden. 3 goals here. Norlin scoring just before half-time, his first goal of the season. Iataren scored early in the second half for his 2nd goal of the season. And then Marcus Berg came on from the bench and scored in the 80th minute to make it 3-0 and send us through to, I think, the group stage of the Swedish Cup. So some good performances in there, some not so good performances, suffering defeat, dropping some points, but we are still top of the table and we are 5 points clear. It did help our case that Malmo did also drop some points as well, and they've been in some Europa League games as well. They lost at home to Varnamo, who were bottom, I think, or close to the bottom. They also threw away a 2-0 lead against Nordic. They were 2-0 up and they ended up losing 3-2. So big turnovers there, which means that we are, you know, still on top of the table and we're 5 points clear. Malmo have actually dropped down to 3rd place and they're 6 behind us. Your Gardens are 5 behind us. So it's still very, very close. 9 games to go. We'll see if we can end the season on top of the table and win the league in our first year. With that all out of the way, let's jump into the game. Our opponents are Halmstads, who are in 9th place. Only won 1 of their past 5 games. So, you know, we'll see if we can get a result against them. We should do. So, you know, let's hope for the best. I'm just going to quick pick and see what it gives us. I've been playing Markovic as a false 9, and he's been doing quite well there. He's usually been playing on the left-hand side, but as that false 9, like, he's not bad with the ball. His passing and dribbling at 12 it's okay, and he's been getting goals. So that's where we've kind of been playing him. The wide men aren't doing too badly. Defensively, we've got plenty of options. We've got lots of centre-backs now because we do have Johansson back on loan. We also have Amir Alamari back from his loan. He's been at Halmstads on loan, the Iraqi 26-year-old, and he's now available selection as well. But we are going to stick with the quick pick and what it gives us. We're playing on attacking. In terms of how we've changed the system, we're not passing into space anymore because it was really affecting our pass completion. It wasn't especially good. We do have work ball into the box on now, and we have dribble less as well. So we're trying to actually pass it a little bit more. But yeah, not into space. We're passing to feet now because that seems to be allowing us to keep the ball a little bit better. We are away from home here, but we should be favourites for this one. We're against a mid-table side. Hopefully we can retain our lead at the top. Maybe extend it if other results go our way. We do have an early corner here. Ricardo Quaresma's on it. Norlin with their header at the near post, and Otterson does save it. Big chance there in the opening 7 minutes. Here's Kalle Johansson, and he's not going to get an opportunity to shoot. He might have done, but we didn't get to see it. Throw in by Freiburg is headed away by Cannon. And Hagen went for a challenge there, which doesn't come to a foul. Here's Elias Hagen. He's got Berg to his left, but here's Svensson, who's very far forward. And the shot's deflected into the hands of Otterson. Svensson, the defensive midfielder, was the furthest player forward there. Azila, open in half an hour. Plenty of possession. Passing of over 80% is kind of what we want. Oh, bad touch there by Marcus Berg, who is now on 25 goals in all competitions. 20 in the league. Has earned him a little bonus, which is nice for him. Here's Johansson. And Granat's through here, and that's a poor finish. And a big chance there for the home side. A few shots on target for us. Lots of possession, but yet to find that goal. And we've got 5 minutes left in the first half. It looks like we're going to go in goalless. Although there is a little highlight at the end of the first half here. Alstrand to Sasa, and that's well defended by Johansson, who really has done well on his return from a loan at Randers, and apparently it was because he was on the last year of his deal and didn't want to re-sign. Marcus Berg has scored right before half-time, although I don't know if I've kind of dodged a bullet there, because Johansson in this game has got 2 years left on his deal. His deal runs until 2025. So I don't know if it's because I started on the winter update with the 2023 start, but it looks like Johansson signed a new deal. So I don't know if I've kind of cheesed the game there, but I'm not quite sure. It did seem odd to me that they would be loaning out their best centre-back from what it seems. Also, for the person that asked where we'd be going after Goteborg, I don't know. The idea is we're probably going to go all the way with Goteborg. The only reason that would change is if we were to get sacked. But, you know, I'm hoping that we can actually go all the way with Goteborg. Hopefully we don't get sacked and we can try and win the Champions League with this side. But Alexander Johansson's equalised for Halmstads less than 3 minutes into the second half. We should probably take it off attacking and go positive, because I think we did get caught out there. And there was a really poor pass as well by, was it Hagen? It was Hagen. So yeah, not great there. 63 minutes. Quaresma's got a free kick here. Can we find something from this? Berg's at the far post, but doesn't quite get it on target. I really hope we don't drop points here, because we could open the door for Malmo or Your Gardens, and we do not want to do that. I'm going to make some changes. Johnson's had a bad game today, so we're going to bring Parkanate in. He has played a couple of games for us, and he's done well. Hagen's also not done too well. Do we not have Turn on the bench? Okay, Simon Turn's not on the bench. That's not good. We'll put Alamari on. We'll give him a game. I don't think he's played for us yet. And Quaresma's going to come off. And, oh, God. Okay, this quick pick hasn't gone well because I don't have Iataran on the bench either. In that case, Markovic is going to move to the right. And Abdullahi's going to come on. We'll change him to his preferred pressing forward, I think. 20 minutes to go. This would be a disappointing game to drop points in. I feel like we should be winning this game. But it might be that we end up drawing, but we'll see. Here is Cannon, and the cross is into the box. It's going to fall to Markovic, who's picked up some form recently. But he's given the ball away to Granat, who clears it up. Kalle Johansson to Olsen. Here's Svensson to Alamari, the Iraqi. First appearance, I think, for us since returning from loan. Markovic. To Johansson. Good spell of possession here for us, but no forward progress. We're struggling to get into that final third here. Alamari, this could be the one. Great ball to Markovic, and surely he scores that. Oh, he's hit the woodwork. Oh, that's the chance to win it. It's still in. Alamari is not going to get to that first. That was a big chance there, and he could only hit the bar. That's unfortunate. Let's make some changes just to try and keep things fresh. Norlin has disappointed me. This season. He's only got one goal. He's not doing especially well. Eriksson on the right-hand side is an interesting choice, but let's try it. 2 minutes to go. I think we're going to drop points here. That's pretty disappointing. This is a game I think we should be winning. It's the first game on camera that we failed to win, by the way. Unless Eriksson can head this in, and he can't. Yeah, I think that's the first game on camera that we failed to win. So it's the first time for everything, I guess. But a 1-1 draw. Unfortunate and, yeah, not really good enough, I think. We dominated that game and we've only got the 1 point to show for it. So that's a shame. That does open the door a bit for your Gardens. They were winners away against Brommapicana, so that gap is closed to 3. Malmo, on the other hand, did get held by Elfsborg, so that gap stays at 6 points. But your Gardens are getting that a little bit closer to us. So with 8 games to go in the league season, things are starting to get a bit tight. We don't face your Gardens anymore. We haven't actually beaten them yet this season. They beat us in the Swedish Cup. They beat us recently in the league. And we can only get a draw at home. So that's a side that we've struggled against this season. We'll try and get our win back next time and get some revenge next season. But looking at our upcoming games, it's Norrköping, Elfsborg and Kalmar. Then it's Varnamo, who are in 13th. Hammarby in 7th. And then Haken 4th. And AIK 5th in the final day. What I think we will do, we're going to take on Haken next episode, the champions, the holders of the title. Where are they in the league? They're in 4th place. They're not far behind us. They're 9 points behind us. We're going to take on Haken in the next video. And then after that, we're going to wrap up the season with a double header. We host Mjällby and then we're away against AIK. And we'll see if we can top the table come the end of the season. We're 3 points clear. Only lost 2 games this season. Your Gardens with that one extra defeat. They lost to Mjällby, Hammarby and Elfsborg. We lost to your Gardens. I can't believe we lost to Varnamo. Like, I can't believe we ended up losing that game. The first game they win all season. They've gone on to win 5 more since though. But Varberg's bottom of the table. Brommapicana and Degerfors also on 15. But 8 games to go. Gaps quite tight. But we'll see if we can win this league come the end of the season. First season as well. That would be good going. Get us into Champions League qualifying and maybe into a Europa League or Europa Conference League group stage. We'll see how they go, but I don't know when that's going to be. Again, not quite sure what's going on with the Champions League in this save because it seems a bit broken, but we'll see what we can do about that. Anyway, that's going to do it for today. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like, leave comments and subscribe if you haven't, or if you're new, turn notifications on because those things really help the channel. Go check out the second channel down below as well. And next time, we're going to go ahead to the final 3 games of the season, Haken, and then after that, that double header to end the season, finishing with AIK. So some tough games in our running. And hopefully we can get some results and stay on top of the tables. Trophy in the first season would be brilliant and get us into Europe. I think European football is hopefully going to happen anyway, but winning the league would be brilliant. We'll see if we can do it. But that's going to do it for today. Thank you for watching. I'll see you soon. Goodbye.